Caitlin Clark finally broke her silence after the Puerto Rico game, and what she said caught almost everyone off guard. She had walked onto the international stage for the first time in 8 months and turned the Senegal game into her personal highlight reel. Coming off the bench in her Team USA senior debut, she delivered 17 points, 12 assists, 0 turnovers in the first half, 4 three-pointers from deep range, and broke 5 separate FIBA records in only 19 minutes of action. The internet exploded. The crowd in San Juan was chanting her name before she even touched the ball. FIBA had already made her the face of the tournament. Even the opposing coach's daughter showed up holding a sign with Clark's name on it. Everything pointed to her becoming the centerpiece of the offense moving forward. Then came the Puerto Rico game. What should have been a continuation of that momentum turned into something completely different. The offense that looked so smooth and unstoppable against Senegal suddenly stalled. The ball stopped moving, transition opportunities dried up. Players who had been wide open the day before were now standing ignored on the perimeter, and Caitlin Clark, the same player who had just rewritten FIBA history, found herself watching from the outside as the team struggled to find any rhythm. The contrast between those two back-to-back performances was impossible to ignore. Against Senegal, Clark controlled the tempo the moment she checked in. She read the defense before it could set, found cutters who didn't even know they were open, and turned every possession into a scoring chance. The ball moved with purpose. Teammates finished easy looks. The defense was constantly on its heels. The result was a 64-point blowout and one of the most dominant bench performances in international qualifying history. In Puerto Rico, the story flipped. From the opening tip, the offense looked clunky, the ball stuck, play nowhere to be found. Puerto Rico ran a zone defense that slowed the pace, but the zone was not the only problem. The real issue was happening on the Team USA side of the floor. Kahleah Copper took it upon herself to carry the scoring load. She held the ball for long stretches, dribbled into double teams, pulled up for contested mid-range jumpers, and drove into traffic when better options were available. Multiple times, Clark was standing wide open beyond the arc, the exact kind of look she had destroyed Senegal with, and the ball never came. Copper kept the ball and forced the issue herself. Angel Reese was doing something similar on the glass. Whenever she grabbed a defensive rebound, her first instinct was to put the ball sprinting ahead in transition, hands up, calling for the ball, the perfect outlet target, and Reese chose to keep it and try to initiate the break on her own. That decision slowed everything down. The wings couldn't cut with proper timing. Rim runners arrived late. The defense recovered and reset. Easy, fast break points turned into nothing. These were not isolated moments. This was a pattern. Clark herself later described the offense as clunky. She pointed out that the zones slowed their pace and limited transition chances. She said they needed to keep playing fast and not let the defense settle. That was her full public comment. No finger-pointing, no blame, no names. Just a calm, team-first answer from a player who had every reason to be frustrated. But the film tells a different story. When you watch the possessions side by side, the difference is night and day. In Senegal, the ball moved with speed and purpose. Clark would catch the outlet, read the defense in a split second, and deliver perfect passes that hit the ball handler. The entire flow that had made the Senegal game look effortless was gone. This is not about one bad night. This is about decision-making on the floor. Clark is not just another guard. She is one of the most efficient playmakers in the game when she has the ball in transition. Defenses have to respect her from 35 feet. That respect creates space for everyone else. When she receives the outlet pass early, she can attack before the defense is set. When she is ignored and the ball is held too long, that advantage disappears. The same thing happened in multiple possessions. Reese secures the rebound. Clark is already sprinting ahead, hands up, ready for the outlet. Instead of making the simple pass, Reese puts the ball on the floor and tries to push it herself. The defense retreats. The wings can't cut with proper timing. The play dies. Copper catches the ball on the wing. Clark is wide open beyond the arc. Exact moments that determine whether a team plays in transition or gets stuck in the half court. And in Puerto Rico, Team USA got stuck.
I thought the game was a little clunky. I felt like we probably didn't play our best. I thought Paige played really well, but it felt good. I obviously probably didn't shoot it as well as I would have liked. I think their zone kind of threw us off. I thought it kind of slowed down our pace a little bit. We didn't get as much in transition, so I think if like another team plays on, just continue to play with a lot of pace and don't let them set these up.
Clark's post-game comments were short and measured. She talked about the zones slowing them down and the need to keep pace high. She didn't mention teammates. She didn't mention coaching decisions. She didn't complain. She just said they would figure it out. That level of composure is rare. Most players in her position, after breaking 5 FIBA records one day and then being left open and ignored the next, would have said something, a subtle dig, a carefully worded hint, something. Clark gave none of that. She stayed team first. She stayed professional. She stayed focused on fixing the problem instead of pointing fingers. That is the mark of a true leader. But the problem still exists. When you have the best transition playmaker on the planet, the ball should find her hands as early as possible. When you have a player who can stretch the defense to the logo and create space for everyone else, you don't leave her standing on the perimeter watching. When the offense flows best through one player, you don't run plays that keep the ball away from her. And yet, that is exactly what happened in Puerto Rico. The contrast between those two games tells you everything you need to know. In Senegal, the ball moved. It was dead. The difference wasn't talent. The difference was decision-making. Clark has already shown what happens when she gets the ball early in transition. Defenses panic, rotations break, teammates get open, points come easy. The Senegal game is proof. Puerto Rico is proof of what happens when that doesn't happen. This is not about blaming individuals. This is about understanding how the pieces fit together. Reese is an incredible talent inside. Copper is a dynamic scorer. But when the best playmaker is standing open and the ball isn't going to her, the team suffers. Clark's calm response after the game only makes the situation more striking. She could have said anything. She could have taken the easy route. Instead, she chose grace. She chose to talk about the team. She chose to focus on improvement. That is who Caitlin Clark is. But the problem remains. Team USA has the talent to be the best team in the world. They have the depth. They have the experience. They have the firepower. But if the offense continues to stall because the ball isn't getting to the right hands at the right time, they will struggle against stronger opponents. The solution is not complicated. Get the ball to Clark early. Let her push the pace. Let her read the defense. Let her create for everyone else. When that happens, the team looks completely different. When it doesn't happen, the team looks like it did in Puerto Rico.
I was going to ask that, do you feel like some of the mistakes that you guys made was something that Puerto Rico was doing, or were some of them also a little self-inflicted?
I think it was mostly self-inflicted. I thought we missed on some defensive coverages, and then I think especially with how much we fouled too, like it really limits us directly in transition. It's hard to swing, especially off of the fade free
by a large margin for the USA. But what can you say about what you saw about in Puerto Rico tonight?
Yeah, I thought they played with a lot of fire. I thought they were aggressive. The crowd was incredible. Great stuff. So really fun fire to play.
This is the best game of this year, guys. What would you like to report on Italy coming up next?
Yeah, I think taking their ball is probably I think they're going to move the ball better. I don't know how success we had. I thought we could have probably passed the ball better. I think about these games, the main was really dog, and we want to get easy finishes at the rim, but I think also getting be ready to take it out. I think that's pretty good.
Clark's silence-breaking interview was short, professional, and team-oriented. She didn't point fingers. She didn't complain. She simply said the offense was clunky and they need to keep playing with pace. That answer says more about her character than any rant ever could. But the basketball world is watching, and the question remains the same. How long will Team USA keep ignoring the obvious? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Clark was deliberately iced out in Puerto Rico? Should she be the primary ball handler moving forward? Let me know. If this breakdown made sense to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next reaction. We are staying locked in on this story. This is basketball at the highest level, and the decisions being made right now will shape the rest of the tournament.